Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
We will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You're only down 3 points. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. As we get set here, 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here's a toss left for Achane.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Taken from just outside the 30. Sheds him off at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Hello there, it's the Coach with you here today, and this is an Ultimate Challenge. For For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
Thank you, Coach. So for this challenge, we're in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're trailing by 4. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Rodgers now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19. Return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So the Jets now down 14-10, a minute 12 to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. They'll run with a longtime Buccaneer. It's Mike Alstott.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Ken, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
They go again with Alstott.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. This is 1st and 10. One final shot for C.J. Stroud.
And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Now, let's not waste any time. Calling the action today, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon?
We start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're still without a score, tied at 0. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25, and it's 1st and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going right back to Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Stafford. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. And shedding a man at the 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
And making the tackle there, Jacoby Durant.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now a first carry for their fullback. A solid stiff arm. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. This challenge begins in the second quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're down 7. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. As we get set here on first down. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they were stopped on fourth down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on fourth down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on fourth versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a fourth down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway, but a fourth down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
On 4th down, the Cards call on Matt Hawk to punt.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
And he's been throwing the ball up for... grabs here early on. 2 passes, 2 interceptions. He'll try and rein things in a bit here as he starts again on 1st down.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
They run the quick dive with Allstott.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on 1st down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage with the big man setting the tone physically.
This 2nd and 4.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Squeeze, double up.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives them a 1st and 10.
Well, after that pickup of a 1st down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. Now a timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it.
This is caught.
And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. One of the tight ends comes in motion.
Gore. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2nd and goal from the 1.
They'll try to pound it in with Allstott.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Mike Allstott in the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Niners have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make the statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
The coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You're down a field goal. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. As we get set here, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Aaron Donald with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his target. That's complete. Now inside the 25. Valdez-Scantling. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, unfortunately, no win on this attempt, but you can select to replay the challenge and be sure you pay attention to the challenge. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now here's Mahomes. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Okay, so you won't be going undefeated against this challenge, but hey. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Got a man, that's Richie James. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another ultimate challenge on EA Sports. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
So for this challenge, we're in the 4th quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're trailing by 4. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the... And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. On first down, here's Stroud. Over the middle, it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The end result, 21 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's first and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gore. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. Now second down and a few inches. Again they run, again it's Gore. And this time he is in. Frank Gore, his second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Scoring summary. Wrong. And the Seahawks offense, 1st and 10, getting ready to go. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because the in front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's 3rd and 10. Smith. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Hey everybody, welcome. It's the Coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. With kickoff just moments away, let's send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. And it's 1st and 10. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again here with Akers. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Fielded at the 33. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll try it up the gut with Gore. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. There's the stiff arm. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did. And
what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Shoves him aside. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now, you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
This challenge begins in the 2nd quarter with 3 minutes to go. You trail by a touchdown. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. As we get set here, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. All right, not the result that you were hoping for. Don't sweat it, though. You can replay the challenge right now or at any time later on. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Here's the give to McIntosh. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Smith. Short throw to Disley. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers getting set to go. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one deep for Wilson. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for LA. 63 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
On 1st down, it's Gore. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Second and 1 from the 2.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Frank Gore taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Nothing fancy there on that two-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy. Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Well, the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
Hello, and welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
We will begin this challenge in the 3rd quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You're only down 3 points. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now it's Richardson. Steps away to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
3rd down and 6. Now Richardson. Got a man. It's Brown. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
Thank you, Coach. So for this challenge, we're in the 4th quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're trailing by 4. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. And it's 1st down. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Try to take this home. They'll run. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he fields it cleanly. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So the Chargers now down by 4, 1:14 to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's first down. Now Stroud. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here's Stroud.
He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown.
Puka Nacua.
60 yards.
And the Chargers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's Jackson.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Here we go. This is fourth down. Connecting with Andrews. And they will get the conversion on fourth down to stay alive, but time not an ally. Throwing, Jackson.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
That's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Jackson. This ball intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Chargers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. This challenge begins in the second quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're trailing by 4. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Another carry now for Gore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Come on, fellas.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Gore now, running out of the gun. There goes Frank Gore. Touchdown, L.A. Frank Gore, 53 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
The coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
So for this challenge, we're in the 4th quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're trailing by 4, but you've driven into opponent territory as we get set here 1st and 10. Now Stroud. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Puka Nacua high in the air to bring it in. And the Chargers have taken a fourth-quarter lead. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, fourth quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem phased one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points in that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
And so they run it in on the two-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.